it's Lauren Perreault from Remax with your weekly home update for the Portland metro area, with data through the week ending September 29th, including Vancouver, Washington. Mortgage rates rose to the upper 5% range, with most lenders still above 6%, but this was insufficient to deter buyers in the Portland real estate market. Let us take a look at the most recent data and trends. Now, on with the show. The average sale price increased 2% over the previous week and 3% over the same period last year. That is down from the 4.5% to 5.5% gains we saw at the beginning of September. According to our year-over-year comparisons, the supply of homes for buyers to purchase decreased by about 2%. As we approach the holidays, it is normal to see fewer homes on the market and a decrease in the overall supply of available homes for purchase. If you have been following these reports, you will know that buyers typically have 30 to 33% more homes to choose from this year than last. Well, that difference has gradually decreased over the last week. The difference had narrowed to about 25.5%, indicating a new trend. Price reductions were lower than the previous week, but still relatively high for this time of year, something we will keep an eye on. Let us move on to the demand figures. For the second week in a row, buyer demand this year has far exceeded what we saw last year at this time. Buyers and sellers agreed to approximately 25% more purchase contracts this week than in 2023. The week before, there was a 30% increase. It will be interesting to see if these numbers remain consistent as Election Day and the holiday season approach. I mentioned at the beginning of the video that mortgage rates are rising. Rates rose to around 5.875% for the majority of the week. That is the best case scenario based on the advertised rate. This is due to this week's lower than expected jobless claims report and higher than expected payroll numbers. The yield on the 10-year Treasury increased, and mortgage rates followed suit. For context, the average interest rate in the Freddie Mac survey of lenders was just above 6% last week, or about 6.12%. Last year, at this time, the average was about 7.5%. So we have not discussed foreclosure and pre-foreclosure homes in our market, primarily because there has not been much to report. However, I have recently heard about an increase in loan defaults, specifically on FHA loans, and this report has been discussed nationally. We do not seem to see that in our market yet. The notice of default is typically the first step in the foreclosure process, and I have not seen any significant increases in the number of notices of default in the metro area. So what awaits us? The September jobs report is scheduled to be released on Friday. That report has the potential to raise rates if it outperforms expectations. If that report comes out before I publish this video, I'll put the results right over here. If it's not there, then be sure to tune in next week for that information, plus all the latest developments in the Portland real estate market. So if you have any questions or thoughts, feel free to call me at 503-683-1885 or send an email to lauren@pdxhomesforsale.com. Subscribe to our newsletter and or YouTube channel to make sure that you don't miss any updates, and feel free to share the video with anyone who may be concerned about the real estate market. Have a great week, and I will see you right here next week.